Because the chapters of Daniel are fairly long and loaded with backstory, I'm going to skip through quite a lot of this and head straight for the prophetic allegories. Now, one of the big differences between Daniel and the Revelation author is that Daniel actually explains a lot of these allegories. It's quite a lot easier to crack these allegories than it was in Revelation. In chapter 2, Nebuchadnezzar has a dream and Daniel interprets it. His dream is essentially of a statue with a golden head, a chest and arms of silver, belly and thighs of bronze, legs of iron, and feet of iron and clay. Now, Daniel's explanation of this statue is that it is 4 kingdoms. The golden head is explained to be Babylon under Nebuchadnezzar himself. This is followed by the silver kingdom, which is said to be inferior to Nebuchadnezzar's kingdom. The bronze kingdom rules the world, and the iron kingdom will conquer all of them. But the iron feet mixed with clay indicates that the iron kingdom will break into pieces. This is a very simple allegory, and 2 of the 3 following kingdoms are easy to understand. The Bronze Kingdom is the Persian Empire. It conquers Babylon and most of the known world around 539 to 530. The Iron Kingdom is Alexander the Great, which plows through the Persian Empire in around 330, but he dies in 323, and his empire eventually breaks up into several kingdoms and empires. The Silver Kingdom is slightly more vague, but is probably alluding to the kingdom of Nabonidus, who is the final king of Babylon. Following the death of Nebuchadnezzar II, the Babylonian Empire had 4 kings within the next 6 years. Nabonidus would be the final Babylonian king, and it's during his reign that Cyrus the Great takes over Babylon. The author may simply be saying that the golden age of the Babylonian Empire is over with the death of Nebuchadnezzar. There are a few other possibilities for the Silver Kingdom, but the reference to being inferior to the kingdom of Nebuchadnezzar seems to point to Babylon under Nabonidus. During his reign, Persia rises in the east, and in no way is Nabonidus prepared to handle the Persians. The author probably sees the reign of Nabonidus as a mark of the decline of Babylon. Based on this chapter alone, the author could not have existed any earlier than about 323 BCE. Even though it's written prophetically, the author can only allude to what he knows, and this author is aware of the empire of Alexander the Great and its breakup into several kingdoms. In this chapter alone, in only one allegory, the author has covered around 250 years. It's a very different style from Revelation, and the book of Daniel covers the same events more than once, so there will be some repetition. But being this broad and repetitive makes the allegory simpler and easier to crack.